No, I didn't. Not like very closely. Like I had a general idea of like the situation and stuff, and I would sometimes see like Twitter posts and things like that, but I wasn't very invested in it at first.
Me neither. At first, I saw it in the news, and honestly, I just didn't give it much importance because it was far from where I lived.
No, I didn't either. But when I heard about the situation, I wasn't surprised because Chicago police do it all the time, and I feel like if they don't get punished for the crime, the people they're working for is worse than they working for.
I thought it was pretty shocking, um, just to hear like an entire backstory and to hear like a more detailed account of like things that actually took place and the way like things are being portrayed in the media, the way the lack of care that people had even after learning like completely about the situation. And I was also really surprised that there are people who were so passionate about it.
I was also surprised because, this happened so much. I thought that it was just going to get swept under the rug, just like it does to people in Chicago and all over, because this isn't the first case. And so it was surprising to me that this uncovered and brought forth all kinds of different cases.
I felt like they could have handled the situation more better than what they did, not with violence, because it didn't solve anything after he died.
Being respectful and doing their job and being honored to the people and to the citizens that's in Chicago and all over the country.
They gotta respect each other to get their respect too. And that's how violence starts for like the police officers not respecting or maybe we're not respecting. That's how it is.
Yeah, like you give respect to like give respect.
They don't follow the law, they think they're the law.
I think that it's really, really disappointing and it's really disturbing that somebody can be trusted with the lives of other people and someone can be trained in ways that other people aren't trained and have this power that other people don't have, and they abuse it and they use it in the wrong way.
I guess part of the reason police are so willing to beat people out of no reason, and sometimes it could be because of racism or anything really, but that's because like the higher ups, they don't really give punishment to their own officers. If there was punishment, I'm sure officers would stop doing police brutality, because if there's a punishment for your actions, then you're going to stop. But because there's nobody saying you can't do it, and the older cops are like, oh, okay, whatever, people are just going to continue doing it.
They should have one of them laws where the police can't disrespect you. Like for them, not to fucking like come at you verbally or physically, or grab you in any harmful way. That would make it better.
More communication between us and to be less invasive.
If more cops understand people that came up from the ghetto and knew and would listen and everything, maybe cops wouldn't be such assholes, or we wouldn't have a perspective.
Recently, I just walked out of my house and 5 pounds, a shitload of 5 like 7 squats and all that.
For just something like that?
Just for something really small. They were looking. And one of them is right by the wall, and like, damn, I'm pregnant. I don't give a fuck if you're pregnant. Okay.
My incident with the police, it was me and my friend walking to the Ferguson, and they think us walking. They pull up and asked us, do we have a bag? And I really didn't know what they was trying to say or anything. We just mind our business. We didn't give them no type of reason to pull us over. So they asked for ID. We gave them our ID, and they're like, you have been locked up or anything? I'm like, no. So I feel like with them, just going off of, like she said, the profile, looking like we had something we don't, but we was going to be disrespectful back, they would lock us up. So, and that was the end of it.
I've never personally had to deal with police brutality, and it makes it even more real because some people just kind of think that, oh, it's just a racial issue, like, oh, they're black and they're white, and it's just, that's where it ends. You know, he was delinquent because he's black, and he was right because he was white. And although I've never had any direct, like, confrontations with the police, and that kind of, like, hurts me a lot more because I am Mexican, but I don't look Mexican. I look like really like light, and I've seen my sister and my brother and my sister's boyfriend go through situations where it's like they just judge them because they look at you and they expect you to be a certain way because some preconceived idea told them that, oh, people who are of dark skin are bad. And it makes it even more real because I don't get any of that because I'm light. And it's just, that really, really bothers me about this case because people just think it's white and black, that it's not anything more than, oh, they don't have the right to basically just hunt you down because that's what it seems like. Because these cases pop up all over the country and they need to stop because America's just kind of like, oh, whatever, somebody else has died. No one really cares.
I just a guy who was talking shit to the police, and he said fuck 5-0, and basically 5-0 got off the car, and he said just run or I'll shoot you, you know, shoot. So right here it says do not start a problem, just ignore unless cops break their laws by charging you with anything for no reason. Call your lawyer.
So this poem is for Mike Brown, and it don't really have a title. So all I want to do is let it have life. But damn, all the sacrifices just to make it. Hands up, don't shoot, hoodies off. Looking for us all to take the chain off. Fucking butt it down like a chainsaw. Hold on, wild little niggas gotta die young. Hit a signs, gotta go, the cops coming. Serve and protect, man, this shit is for the birds. And when there's a winning nest, several shots to the body, couple shots to the chest.
I want to feel you. I want to hold you and love you and eat your sorrow and inhale your pain, and I want to tell you that it's all right, but I'm not welcome because I've never been hated based on the color of my skin. I've never been beaten based on the validity of my actions, and I've never been one to have to say, hands up, don't shoot. Let me think of you and hold your heart in my palms and stop the bleeding and burn away your scars, and let me dream of you and dream of a better tomorrow, where skin is nothing more than a feature in your voice that is all that needs to matter in a world so dark with hate. Let me be inside the crevices of your lost mind and believe that you can be better. Let me wear your face so that I can understand your struggle, for my mother would never stand for the hanging of my brother's pants. Let me paint myself the battle of your experience, and let me grasp your ideology of your reason behind what you do and why. Let me suffer your consequences. Let me bleed the way your crimson runs so freely in the streets of misidentification. I will be able to hold my lover's hand with unabashed infatuation. No one will make it their business that I sleep beside an atom. Let me look at your mirror and see an identity that doesn't belong to me and a sex of confusion. Let me be honest when I say that I do not understand where your creation lies. I do not think in your survival habits and bitten quick fingers. I do not breathe this air of stereotypical misconceptions and know that I am the target. I am only the voice that speaks for your wanted freedoms. I am the hand that makes them reap what they sow. I am the bystander of this great marathon of entitlement and categorization. I am a witness of this tragedy of living. I am the girl in the back of the classroom that hears you in your beating heart and knows that you have a story to tell.